Hello, greetings to everyone in the brightest light family. We hope all of us keep our light shining. Yes, welcome to all those who are joining us. Feel at home. It's a family where we aim to encourage each other. So just join the team, join the family, and also we know you are a blessed soul, and we would love to hear from you. So we encourage everybody, those who watch and go, that please watch and share, comment, share your thoughts. Let's know. You can also share with us your own points. Maybe some things are left out. We want to hear from you. And thank you for all the love for those who have been loving, sharing, and commenting. We really appreciate, and we encourage everybody. If you like what we are doing, please do share. Please do share. We know life sometimes give people bloated to stand up is not easy. So yeah, we all, it's not like some people, we all go through shit sometimes, things we really can figure out at the particular moment. So and you maybe need somebody to talk to, or you need something to watch something and so on. So yeah, your people, as usual, our topics are always like encouragement topics, let me put it like that. Yeah, we all, as I said, like to be encouraged or need to be encouraged sometime, including me. So we all. And today I know, as young people, when you're growing up, when you're young, when I say young, let's from 0 to 30, you're still young, right? Yeah, 0 to 30, 35, you're still young, maybe even 40 now. We are more concerned about what we eat, the cars we drive, the makeups, the way our face look, the way our hair look. So we are more concerned about our body. And yes, because of that, there are a lot of things we go through daily that we don't understand. We really don't understand, and it leaves us most of the time in frustration. You know, when something is happening that is obvious, then you don't understand, and everybody it's obvious, makes you more frustrated. So that's why I thought this topic is important. We talk about it mostly as slides that we are going to maybe have bullets sometime. They're like, oh, why is this thing happen? Why? And that why, if you're asking in the negative direction, you're going deeper into your depression. So if you're asking why me? Why not this person? You'll be going down. But if you say why, what do I have to do? What do I have to learn? That's a positive why. So yes. Let's talk about the components of our body. You know, as I said, most of the time we focus so much about the body and forget the most important part. Sometimes people don't talk much about it as the components of the body. Just talk about, you need to think about your spiritual life. It's part of you. So also, and sometimes when we are young, we don't want people to say we are too religious or we are too spiritual. But the reality is, let's take example. If for example, you have a friend, a very close friend, and the person betray you. If you really loved and trust that friend, what happens? You feel like a part of you is taken, right? That part of you, is it physical? Let's be real. Is it physical? You feel like that part is like your physical heart leaves? No. So that is to tell you that you have components in you that are not physical, that maybe you're not even aware of. So we as human beings, we have visible and invisible components. Invisible means we don't see them, but how do you relate with them? Do you even know how they are? And so it's important we know. Just imagine you give birth to a child and you don't feed that child. Will that child grow? Like the child doesn't eat for 5 years. Let's imagine how that child will look like. So that's what happened. When we are not aware of this other component, we tend to starve them. We starve the components, and we at some point don't even know if they exist or not. We feel like, oh, you see, people believe, for example, you have somebody believing that it's only the pastor or another person who have to tell the person what is happening in his or her own life. Really? That you cannot relate what is happening to your own life. Why? Because those components are not active. So just as we feed a child with milk, or a mother have to feed a child, the body, I'm talking about the body, so do we also have other components that when we are growing are parents. So if you're a parent, you also have to know this, that you don't only give the child the food, the words you use on that child, the things you train the child, the things you do around the child would also empower the invisible components, which are the soul and the spirit. So most of the time we are so focused on the dress our children are going to put on, or the dress you want to put on, and we don't really talk about what goes into the spirit and the soul. And so what happened, we get to point that, yes, let me give example. As I was saying, our example is a betrayal. Someone is betraying you. It's obvious that people, betrayal is supposed to be something like we are aware that people want to betray you. So but now how you navigate that, because some people, the truth being told, some people have not healed from a betrayal, and so they believe everybody is a betrayer just because one person in the entire universe, just one person betrayed them. They just believe everybody is a betrayer. Why? Because they have not yet healed, because they have not accepted that no, it's just one person. They have not faced the reality, and yet this has to come back to what was in their soul. What did they have in their spirit? How informed was it about this situation? Because if your soul is not informed about so many things, you'll be in that deep shock. So yes, without making this video too long, just as our bodies help us to touch, to feel, to see, to hear, our soul help us to be aware about things that are happening in our lives. So for example, if you decide whatever goes in your mind is in your mind, is part of your soul. Whatever you're willing to do, your will to do things is still part of your soul. Your emotions, how you feel. You can touch something that is hard, and the way your body, you control your body, is part of your soul. If you remain calm, or somebody can slap you now, for example, and if you still stay calm, that's how mature your soul is. So like you respond to the environment, and like self-awareness. I'm not a crazy person, knowing that it's self-consciousness, right? It's your soul. Now, aware of what God is saying, what God is doing, what God is planning for you, that is your spirit. So many times we are not really aware about, first of all, who we are. We are not aware about ourselves, not to talk of what is happening. So it means our soul are sometimes buried or broken, and guess what? Sometimes you are not even we don't even hear God when He talks to us. So this is just to say, just as we invest in our bodies every day, we need to do more for our soul and spirit, because these are the most important components in us. This is what keeps you motivated. This is what keeps you calm even when there is storm outside. It's not the body now, it's your soul. That's what keeps you calm when things, situations are not the way you want. And yes, it's going to be it's going to function based on how much you've fed it. So how do you feel? We know how to feed the body, right? We know how to take care of the body. The question is, how do we take care of the soul? So spirit, we know praying, prayers, we know those one, fasting and hair. So assuming we know, for the soul, how do we take care of the soul? As usual, please let me hear in the comment section. But one, I want to give everybody again, one way we can take care of our soul is self-talk. As I said, it's about self-awareness, self-consciousness. That is what the soul is all about. It's not a physical something, just like how aware are you about yourself. So some we say is God-given spirit, whatever, like people have different ways to differentiate stuff, which is fine, it's okay. But it's just a matter of us knowing that we need to take care of our inner being. And self-talk, for example, I am a champion, I am a winner, instead of saying I'm a loser. So if you say you're a loser, your soul, the will for you to do great things, what will happen to it? It will be broken. because your soul is broken. Because you say you are a winner, you're a loser. You feel like, so that is what it is. So as usual, thank you for all those who have watched up to this end, and I want to hear from everybody. What do you think? What are some of the ways you use to build your soul, your spirit, and how do you keep them aligned? Like your body is not trying to behave as a winner, your soul say you're a loser. So it happens, right? So yeah, let's know in the comment section. Thank you all, people.